الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إنه من سليمان وإنه بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Today we will share some discourses from Sheikh Nazim's speeches. Inshallah, with the help of Sheikh Nazim, inshallah, today we'll discuss about the word haram, which is misused in a lot of people's discussions, and there's a confusion about that in people's mind for haram, which is Arabic word and it means forbidden, what is not allowed in Islam. A lot of people say word haram to anything which they don't understand or which is something they haven't seen or they're not used to it. They feel very free to say it is haram. As Sheikh Nadim said, what is haram is mentioned in Quran. What is not mentioned is all halal. So we cannot make anything haram by ourselves. This is forbidden. This is not allowed. Anything which is forbidden or anything which has a base for being forbidden, that could be haram or forbidden. For instance, anything which gives you intoxication. Alcohol used to be at that time wine or alcohol, but nowadays there are so many other drugs which are used for the same purpose. So although those drugs were not at that time, but it is forbidden because the base is there. Anything which intoxicates person, anything which makes a person's mind go away, he loses his mind, is not allowed. So the base is there, that anything which is going to disturb our mind and we can't think straight, that thing is forbidden. Why Allah has forbidden certain things? Because it is not good for us. Allah wants everything which is good for us, and He will never make it haram or forbidden if it's good. Allah says in Quran, there are good things in alcohol, in wine also, but the bad things are a lot more. So that's why Allah doesn't want people to drink wine or alcohol. So there is overall, it is a bad thing for human beings. So anything which is forbidden is because it is bad for us, not because Allah want to keep us away from certain pleasures. It is not good for our system. It is not good for us. Anything which is good for us is not haram. If it's not mentioned in Quran, it is not haram. As Sheikh Nadim said, if it's not mentioned as haram, then it is halal. We ourselves cannot make it haram. We have no right or we have no business to say anything which is haram and which is not actually haram. We cannot say it haram. Our level is nothing in front of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam to understand how important it is. If it's anything good, Allah wants us to take it. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, during his time, he used to spend some time with his wife, and one time he spent more time at one wife's house, and because she offered him some honey, so Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam had that, and it took a little longer. So other wives, they complained that you spend more time there because she offered you honey. So they were like complaining. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, out of that he said, I'll never eat honey again. Although Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam knew that honey has so many benefits. It is shafa, it's said in Quran al-Hakim. But just to please those wives, he said, okay, I will not eat it no more. Allah wanted him to use it because there is so much benefit in it. So Allah said, don't make it haram for yourself. Don't say that I will not eat. Because if Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam doesn't eat, then whole ummah cannot eat. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would have forbidden for all of us. But overall, honey is a very beneficial thing for human beings. It has so much benefit, so much shafa. It cures diseases. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wanted it to be used by Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So because of his using it, because of his sunnah, we could also eat it also. So although Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam wanted to abstain himself from honey, but Allah, because it is good for us, Allah said, no, eat it. Don't say, I will never eat it. So what we are getting, the main point out of this thing is that we cannot say anything haram by ourselves, especially when it has benefits in it. It is like interfering in the Sharia which is sent by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Who are we to change Shariat? We cannot change the worldly constitution, and you want to change divine constitution, divine Sharia, divine law. How is it possible? So it is like interfering, and this is like disrespect to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's laws. So one should be very careful for saying things like haram for anything. For instance, some people see that if a person is kissing a hand of a holy person, old person, a very alam-e-deen or saintly person, they say this is haram. Why are you kissing his hand? This is shirk, this is haram. So they don't understand that kissing is a form of showing respect and love. The base is there. So if we show respect to ulama-e-deen, then it is sunnah also. Rasulullah used to give respect even to religious people of other religion. He used to give them respect because they are also made by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So why we are not respecting them? Although we can disagree with the other religions which are not according to Quran on haq, but at the same time those people we cannot hate them because they are also made by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So respect is there. The base is respecting human being. Base is that we can respect anybody. Even if he is non-Muslim, we can give him respect because he is made by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this is the base. So again, the same base, we can respect any elderly person, any saintly person, any alam-e-deen, we can respect him. Because the base is there. It is not something new created. And it is not haram. Because if it was haram, then giving respect to anybody else beside Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala should have been haram. So giving respect to your elders, to your religious people, to your religious scholars who are alim-e-deen and alim ba-amal, the people who have the knowledge and they practice it also, those people we should give them respect. So saying haram to such thing like kissing hand, this is wrong. Saying haram to this, they are so much eager to say haram to anything they see. If you eat something and if you do anything, it is haram. So this is wrong. We are not allowed to say haram to anything which is beneficial and which is not in Quran. According to Sharia, it is not haram. We should not say it haram, because then again we will be interfering in the divine law, and this is absolutely wrong. One should be very careful. So the word use haram, misuse by a lot of people, we should be very careful. And just looking at something, if you haven't done before, if you haven't seen it, that doesn't mean it is not acceptable in Islam. the lack of knowledge of Islam, that is the reason why so many people say wrong things and they have no understanding, no knowledge of Islam. So out of their ignorance they're saying it. So one should learn about Islam, go for the Sharia, read saying of the Prophet, a Hadith Sharif, Mishkat Sharif, you should go through that, read Quran also. And then if you see anything which is against Quran, then you can say that this is wrong, this is not allowed. But people don't have even knowledge of Quran, they have no knowledge of Hadith, the saying of the Prophet, and they are very fluently they're saying this is haram, this is not allowed. So the word shirk, again, very fluently people use it, and this is also not allowed. Saying somebody is doing shirk, he is mushrik. Make him non-Muslim, the person who's saying this, he himself will become non-Muslim. So one has to be very careful for saying that you are doing shirk. And we also talked about the word bid'ah. There is a bid'at hasana and bid'at siya. Bid'at hasana is good. Bid'at siya, which is bad invention or something introducing new in the religion, which doesn't have a base, that is bid'at siya. That is not allowed. So don't make anything which is for the betterment of Islam, to make people practice more easily Islam and to give love and respect. This is not bid'at siya, this is bid'at hasana, which is good actually. Same way the word haram, we have to be careful. So people who very easily they say these words shirk, bid'at, haram, they should be very careful, because they themselves will lose their iman if they talk like this. So we have to understand the religion and get the understanding from a person who is spiritually linked with Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. He will give you the deeper meaning of the real the real meanings of Quran and the real meanings of Hadith Sharif also. So Allah give us guidance to our Murshid Sheikh Nazim, and we may all benefit from him, and we have more love and respect for our elder, to our saintly people, Awliya Ikram, and also love and respect for Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And we all should love and respect Allah Subhanahu Wa Ta'ala also. The worshipping is only for Allah, but respect and love we can give to everyone, to Allah Subhanahu Wa Ta'ala, to Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, to our family members, to everyone we can give them respect and love. This is not wrong, this is actually lovely to Allah, to respect fellow human beings. So, بحرمة حبيب حرمة الفاتحة اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل محمد. الحمد لله.